The World Health Organization says it does not need to cost a lot of money to save millions of people from a wide range of non-communicable ailments, cancer, diabetes, and heart and respiratory disease. As little as $1 a year per person in low-income countries and $1.50 in middle-income countries. Current treatments of chronic diseases are expensive and push millions of people into poverty each year. Ala Alwan is an Assistant Director General with WHO.
We have cost-effective interventions that can make a huge difference in reducing the burden if they are implemented by member states. And most of these are actually low-cost interventions. They are affordable by all countries, irrespective of the income and the economic status.
The World Economic Forum estimates that over the next 15 years, non-communicable diseases or NCDs will cost low and middle-income countries more than $7 trillion. WHO Director General Margaret Chan urged leaders gathered at the United Nations to act quickly and decisively.
Rising financial and economic costs of these diseases will reach levels that are beyond the coping capacity of even the wealthiest countries in the world. Excellencies, you have the power to stop or reverse the NCD's disaster.
Several types of common behavior are well known to increase the risk of chronic diseases. Tobacco use, unhealthy diet, physical inactivity, and excessive alcohol use. WHO simply recommends changing such habits with what it calls population-based and individual-based best buy interventions.
I mean, if you increase taxation on tobacco and alcohol, you will generate funds. You will not only reduce consumption and prevent non-communicable diseases, but you will be able to generate additional funds, even in low-income countries, that you can use to expand coverage at the primary healthcare level, to provide better healthcare, or to strengthen your health promotion programs.
Donald Schreiber at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention sees the United States taking a somewhat different role in tackling NCDs than it did in dealing with communicable diseases such as HIV/AIDS.
I think the U.S. government can work with them in a partnership rather than a donor-donee relationship and make enormous strides.
WHO officials say government actions can have substantial influence on public health, and to reduce NCD risk factors, governments should quickly adopt and implement its recommended interventions. Vidushi Sinha, VOA News, Washington.